everyone and welcome back to a new video. Welcome to the book announcement slash cover reveal slash, I don't know, me talking about the sequel to Gods of Rot and Ruin. The last time I talked about it was in, I think, an editing vlog, and I can link that in one of these corners and also in the description below. I outlined it in the beginning of 2022, right after I had gotten the contract for book 1, and that was with the publisher. I began working on the sequel. So I did that in like February, March of 2022, and then I wrote it in the beginning of February 2022 into the summer. So it has been done, like the first draft has been done a long time. And I think I edited through that last year one time, and then this year, 2023, I sent it to a beta reader in the beginning of 2023. And after getting the feedback from that process, I have edited twice more, and then I finished my editing just now in October because I had talked with my publisher about book 2 and saying that I would get my edited version of book 2 after the book fair that was in Gothenburg in the end of September. When I was down there in Gothenburg at the book fair, I had gotten halfway through the editing. Saying that it would be after the book fair was like giving me a bunch more weeks to work on this, and so I continued to work on it, and then I got a text message from my publisher asking how far I had gotten with the second book. Then I said to her that I had only 10 chapters left. At that point, honestly, I did not have 10 chapters left. I had like 15 chapters left, but you know, the details doesn't really matter. And then she told me they had a spot for me in the spring of 2024. So this is the little book announcement video about the sequel to Gods of Ruin, which will be released the 28th of March 2024. I am so excited about this, and it feels kind of weird talking about it because we had originally planned for it to be released this spring of 2025, but then a few things just aligned with their schedule, and then they asked me if I wanted to have it released earlier, 1 year earlier than it was originally said. And this is so fun because I get to be in another book box, in a romantasy box, so just fancy romance. It's with a book that I'm so excited to read, and that's an author that's called Hanna Selin, and the title of her book is I ett hav av vargar. So it's a shifter romance, fancy romance, and mine is like court intrigue, palace intrigue, fancy romance set in the Elven kingdom, or the Elven world of my little worlds. The sequel to Gods of Ruin is coming sooner than you would expect, and I can't really tell you much about it, but I can tell you the title, and the title was the thing that I announced first. Essentially, I did a scavenger hunt, a title scavenger hunt on Instagram, where I made 3 posts, and then I had hidden one of the words in one of the 3 posts, and then I put out the question if the reader or the watcher could guess the title from those 3 posts. It was quite a lot of people participating in my scavenger hunt, which I was so excited about, and I felt kind of like hee behind the scenes watching everyone making a guess, and of course everyone was right. But the sequel is titled Labyrinth av begär och lögner, and the English title is, I'm just making this up now, but Labyrinth of Lust and Lies. And so I kind of think it matches the first one. Some themes from the first book continue on in the second and will continue on in the third, but I will say that we follow completely different characters, so they are very separate in that way. We follow one of the 3 sisters in the first book, and then now in the second book we follow her older sister, which is Carwyn. She's half elf and half human, and we follow her into the realm of the elves. We also follow a certain someone that is very, you know, he has a lot of power in the Elven kingdom. So we have 2 point of views in this book, which is new. I only had 1 point of view in the first book, which was from Idun's point of view. I felt like this story needed both point of views because the female main character and the male main character, Antara is the name of the male character. I haven't sent this, by the way, to like my Instagram followers, so you get all the details now. But he is such a complex type character, and he struggles a lot with depression and anxiety, but I really felt like in order to represent his mental health, I needed to have him as a point of view, and so I did that. I have 2 point of views, and my beta reader said that the male point of view was her favorite, so that says something, but I love him so much as a character, and he is very complex and, you know, different from any other male character that I have ever read. So I hope that the reader will enjoy him as I did writing him. And he's very romantic because it is a steamy fantasy romance, so there is a lot more steam in this one, and I hope that we will, or that I get to keep all the scenes that I have put in there, but we never know. So yeah, it's Labyrinth of Lust and Lies, and it will be published the 28th of March. Now I have talked on for long enough. Let's go into the cover reveal. So here is the cover of the first book, and now here's the cover of the second book. So the cover is lilac, and that is mainly because when I brainstormed ideas with the publishers, I sent them my Pinterest board. I can link my Pinterest down in the description if you want to check that, because I have Pinterest board for God's Wrath and Ruin, I have for this book, and I also have for other projects that I have started working on or have finished. The mood board for that was like warm blue, almost like turquoise, and it was dark pink and lilac, and then I talked about, you know, my female character, she smells like lavender. So I said to her, maybe like lavender lilac would be a nice color. So we went with a purple cover. So the first one is blue and the second one is purple, and I have an idea of what I want for the third one, but we'll see about that. It's so weird that I'm starting to think about the third one and the third novel's cover this soon. But let's talk about this one instead. I didn't really have any idea of this cover, mainly because I didn't think that we would be publishing so early in 2024 even, and I didn't have any time to search around and look for cover ideas, because honestly I thought that I had 1 year more to think about that. Having to like brainstorm things really fast, we needed to think about what we liked with the first cover and what we wanted to like bring into the second one as well. To make the match, we wanted something big in the like foreground on the background. So in the first one we have the tree. Because of certain events in the first one we can't have the tree on every single cover, so instead we have a palace or a castle, because the book takes place, like all of the plot takes place in this palace and in the underground labyrinth of the palace, where a lot of sketchy stuff is happening, like the court politics and the court intrigues and the murder mystery that happens on the palace, in the palace. That is what the book, like the essence of the book. This cover represents that really well. It has a different vibe than the first one. So that was really it for the cover reveal of Labyrinth of Lust and Lies, the second book after God's Wrath and Ruin in my like fantasy standalone series. And do you like the cover? Do you like the vibes of it? If the first book was for the Norse mythology, the destructive toxic relationship survivors girlies, this book is for the like court intrigue, Court of Thorns and Roses, Sergei Mass girlies. This book is for them. Like Throne of Glass, all the mysteries of Throne of Glass, and a little bit spicier. And I hope you're excited, because I am very excited. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like and a comment below what you think about the cover, what you think about the title and the vibe of the book. And so with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!